Today we may be looking at some of our relationships in a new light. And if we use this energy properly, it'll help us to see where we need to put more energy into a relationship, perhaps, and where we need to maybe put some boundaries within a relationship. We also have some very dynamic energy to move forward in our goals and dreams today. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the cosmic energies. Together we can gain an understanding of how to embrace this energy, utilize this energy, and move forward today and every day. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thanks for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day, and welcome to your daily focus for January the 3rd, 2024. So we'll dive right into the numerology. So this little cough I have. So I woke up on January 1st and I went to say something and nothing came out. I had no voice whatsoever, which obviously restricts me in doing any kind of reading for you. So, or even be able to show up and just say it's not happening. And then it turned into this little bit of a cough. Well, a little bit more than a cough. I have been in bed for quite some time. I feeling completely run down. And I was pushing myself in the last weeks of December to get all that out to you. So it was a lot of work, and I accomplished everything I set out to do. So that was a good thing. But I think my voice decided to take a break without me, and then put a little cough in my way so that, and a little lack of energy so that I could take the time to rest and recuperate. So I'm back here today. Not feeling 100% yet, but I'm getting there. And, between the honey and the cider vinegar and all the stuff in between, I'll be right as rain in no time flat. So, anyways, our numerology today, we have the 3 energy. The 3 energy is about our communication. Okay, so expect those talks to happen today. Expect people to want to talk to you. And we want to talk as well. Now we have Mercury is in Sagittarius right now. So, be careful we're not over exaggerating or putting in those little white lies when we're having those conversations to kind of reel them in and hook them in. And this sounds better than the truth, so I'm going to tell this story instead. We don't want to do that. We want to stand within our integrity today. So be careful of your voice. Also, 3 is about the transformation and allowing the transformation to be in our life. Allowing ourselves to take a risk on ourselves, to be a little bit more daring, to step into some of the things we normally wouldn't under a 3 energy. We transform every single day. I mean, that's been proved scientifically, right? I think they say every day we have a whole new, set of cells and everything else. So it's a natural thing to do, to transform, but we are transforming our lives here. We are looking at our goals. We're looking at our dreams, where we want to go forward, where we want to put the energy. And if we look at the numerology of the day, it'd be a 1 plus a 3 plus an 8, which is a 12. Now, the 12 energy asks us to back it up a little bit, to be more in the moment, to experience the moment, to look at our problems, our decisions that we have to make, our situations that we're dealing with under maybe a new light, a different light, new set of eyes perhaps. Maybe just removing the emotion a little bit and looking at it under a logical kind of energy. And 1 plus 2 is the 3. So we're back to the 3 energy again. So the 3 energy is very strong. We get there by it being a core number 3, and we also get there by the 12 energy today. So we've got this double whammy going for us, for very good energy to help us work through where we want to put our energy, where we want to put our imaginations even, and how we want to grow our dreams, how we want to step into our dreams, and what maybe relationships are hindering us from that, and what relationships are helping us going forward. Okay, astrology, the sun is in Capricorn, moon is in Libra, and Venus and Jupiter talk today. And so we could be looking at our relationships very strongly today to see where the imbalance may be within a relationship. Maybe we'll see where we have given somebody too much and now we realize they're starting to take advantage of our good nature, or Perhaps we've been neglecting a relationship. And so when we try to reach out to them, they're nowhere to be found. It's like they've ghosted us. Or we could have an unrealistic view of a relationship in our life. Now, with Venus, it's usually relationships, but it could be our money. Okay? So, where we're spending too much, where we are wasting our money, where we are not utilizing it in a way to move us forward, we're not turning it into an investment into ourselves. Rather, we're just spending it, and understanding our relationship with money a little bit more too could definitely be part of this energy today. Now, we also have Mars and Pluto talking. So, if you focus on your goals today, you might find yourself full of energy, full of courage. We may investigate something today that will bring in clarity, bring in knowledge. It's an excellent energy to bring in that stamina and willpower. And anytime Mars and Pluto talk in harmony, our courage is automatically elevated. So we're more tempted to take a little bit more of a risk on ourselves. On top of that, we also have the Sun and Neptune talking today. And so we're a little bit more comfortable with having faith in a person or persons, or a spiritual dimension when it comes to stepping into our dreams and our desires. So we have that faith and we have that risk-taking ability with us today. Okay, we'll go to the cards. And thank you to everybody. I haven't gotten back to any of you yet, but yes, Happy New Year. I wish you the best of the best of the best for 2024. Absolutely. That's why I show up every day, so you can have the energy before you, so you know how to create the best of the best of the best in your life. Just thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the I even forget what they call it, but the super thank yous and whatnot. There was a lot of that happening, and I appreciate that so much. Thank you. It's nice with all the comments because, well, I get to know you. I get to know you, and that brings in a joy that. Anyways, we'll go to the cards here. I'll just be blabbering because I'm not feeling all that well, and. Our underlying energy for today is the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is back again. I'm kind of getting this card, and I've always read it a different way, but I'm kind of getting this card like we are looking out towards our tomorrow. You know, there's not a lot of fog or anything, but there's not a lot at the end of this either to give us any definition, but we know it's clear sailing. I almost get this as we're standing there and we have accomplished a certain portion, and now we're waiting for the judge and jury, so to speak. We're waiting for the feedback. We're waiting for the nod of approval that we have done well and we can keep going on this path. So wherever you're looking for that, you know, oh goodness. Wherever, you know, we're kind of in flux here, right? We're not ready really to do the next level of our adventure or our goal or our dream, or we're holding back in some way, or we're not quite sure how to actually do it. We're waiting for maybe some advice to come in, an aha moment, an epiphany to lead us in the right direction. All those are actually granted to us under the energy that we have been experiencing over the last week or so. And we probably won't be making a decision today because we have 3 wands. So eventually we'll move over to the second wand and we'll look at it under a different set of eyes, a different dimension. Maybe other things come into play. Maybe we want to omit some things and see if that would still work in that way. Like we've made the plan too big, and so now we got to break it down into new bite-sized steps or smaller steps. And eventually we move over to the third one, and we will be making a decision at that time. And plus, with the moon in Libra, we won't really be. I'm so sorry. We won't really be in the decision making kind of energy today. Okay. not sure when the moon actually moves out. I haven't really looked ahead. But I would say this is a couple of days of us thinking of how to move forward. Trying different things out, seeing if it fits, if it doesn't fit. But we're not really carving anything into stone right now. We really want to look at all sides of it, all angles of our decision making, of our goal setting, in order to step into what we truly see as our vision of our tomorrow. Our first card is the Devil. Now, we are still in full moon energy, are we not? Oh, I don't even know right now. My brain's kind of foggy, so I'm not going to stick on that. Yeah, we would be, right? We'd have a new moon coming up in probably another week. So this is the time of release. This is a time to let go. This is a time to let the things that aren't working in our lives just fall off of us, fall into the fires, burn to ashes, and be no more. This is us emerging as the phoenix rising out of the ashes. This is the new and improved us that we are trying to develop right now in our lives. Who we are, what we stand for, what we do, who we love. King of Pentacles is back too. Oh my goodness. Well, the King of Pentacles, we were under an 8 energy for the year, so whenever the King of Pentacles comes out, I get a little giddy, especially as it's the very beginning of the year, because usually when we enter a year and, it has a theme, and this year it is abundance, growing our abundance when it comes to our financial abundance, our toys, things like that, our material world, our stature, our empowerment. So it's usually the first half of the year, at least, we are working towards understanding that energy and figuring how to utilize that energy. And I'm just going to put us on pause for a second because I got a huge sneeze coming. I do not want you to witness, so hang on. Okay, I lived through it. Okay, the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is one who, he's one of the richest kings in the deck. Absolutely. He is the richest king in the deck. He is the financial guy. He is, we're strong, we're grounded, we're centered, we feel very confident and positive of ourselves as we make our riches in the world. He's usually tried and true. He's usually very traditional in his thinking, but his crown is a living vine. So we do have to think outside the box. We have to take that tried and true or traditional and then put our flair into it, our unique self into it, utilizing our talents and abilities to make it our own so that we can experience the prosperity from our goals, our dreams, our desires, our steps forward. My goodness. 3 of Wands. These are all cards that showed up over and over again in your weekly readings, isn't it? The Page of Wands is here, and I think the Page of Wands came out January 1st as the first card. I think the King ended it. Don't quote me on that. I'll have to go back and check. The Page of Wands is here to tell us that it's a time for meditation. It's a time for contemplation. It's a time for prayer. It's a time to understand what we want to create and know that there are no limits except for the limits that we put on our dreams, our goals, our desires. Okay, our landscape behind us is completely barren. We can put anything into place. Will we have to work for it? Absolutely. Will we have to show up continuously? Well, yeah. We have to do the work, but if we're willing to do the work, this is kind of the yes factor, that whatever we are imagining, there is room for it in our lives. There is a way to go forward in our lives in order to achieve it. Okay, we'll get an oracle card here. How did that guy get in there? Okay. He's not allowed to be in this deck. Okay, so we have be in service, the 41 energy, which is a 5 energy, which is about creating happiness, joys, giggles, allowing our creativity to flow. It's also a very busy energy. Let's see what they have to tell us about the 41 energy and being in service. Give back to the world. When we give in equal proportion to that which we receive, we are capable to, we are able, we are also capable, but we are able to maintain balance. There are so many people who are in need of our services. Being in service can be as simple as a kind word, holding a door open, or joining in the cleanup effort. Look to nature and its ability to support according to what is needed at that time. Your efforts in supporting others around you will help create the energy needed to support humanity. So, and I mean, that's the easiest way to start feeling more confident about yourself and fall in love with yourself a little bit more is by being of service to another, of, in some way bringing a smile to their face, whether it's just through a compliment, holding the door open for somebody, such easy gestures, smiling at somebody. It costs nothing most times. It might cost us a little bit of our time or our energy. It could even take our resources if we so deem it, but it's not necessary to spend in order to be in service in this world. Okay, our animal for today is the polar bear, the mystic. Oh, look at my nails after just laying around for a couple of days. I apologize. Okay, so it's not going to come in clear for us. Somebody told me once it was my nail polish reflecting. That was Abe. Abe? There we go. Abe's right again. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. So, whatever challenges come to you today, know that they're there to make you a stronger person, a more confident person. There's when something, bad luck enters our life in some way, we can either accept it as bad luck and it will take us down, or we can allow it to be the challenge in our life that totally moves us forward in the direction we want to go. So it's not so much what is happening to you, but rather how you approach it, what you do with that information, how you move forward or through it or past it, instead of allowing it to freeze you in time, to stop you from moving forward, to allowing you to feel like you have been defeated, because you haven't been defeated. Any negative thing that happens to you sometimes turns out to be the most positive thing in the world that happens to you. And in saying that, in every adversity, there is new beginnings, new strengths, new talents, new abilities, all to be embraced. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.